Everyone wants to know how exactly to build their wealth fast, but most people chase shortcuts that actually slow them down. Today, I want to break down the 7 proven strategies for accelerating and building your wealth. And you can do this and start applying them today, regardless of what you earn. And it is actually a system that I have used for a while that got me to where I am today. It's not theories, it's the exact framework. If I knew this 20 years ago, it would be an absolutely game changer. And I want to share it with you. Hey guys, I'm Dennis. I'm your guide to building wealth, really having clarity, discipline, and a long-term vision. If you're serious about growing your wealth fast, getting right here to this debt-free journey we see up here, it is not about guessing. It is about building systems that consistently produce and do have results. This is the video for you guys. So let's jump right into the 7 best tips that I've used personally to really build and generate wealth, coaching a lot of individuals through financial counseling and building wealth at a very strong pace. Now, if you're not subscribed to the channel, please subscribe to the channel, like the video. It is going to get it out to more individuals. Let's get into tip number 1, automating your wealth. This is the fastest pace to wealth. It's not about working harder. It's about removing the human error that we see with wealth generation. To automate, you want to do this for pretty much everything. When it comes to investing, I automate. I do my dollar cost averaging. I do my buys every Monday morning. I automate my savings. I automate my debt repayment and really paying off those bills, even retirement contributions to my 401k. It is all automated. Why? Because when it comes to discipline, it beats intentionality every single time. If you want to put $50 in an account, it might be a want, it might be something you never do, but if you already have it set up from day one when you get paid, that $50 you know is going to do there. Automation forces consistency where human error, and it eliminates that. When you look at consistency, it builds growth and it builds money faster than motivation or even determination ever will. If you want faster wealth, it is about setting it and forgetting it. Let the systems that you put in place work. We talk a lot about systems, even when it comes to personal and professional. Setting things and making it easier to have that set it and forget it mentality will make it incredibly easy to build and create wealth. Tip number 2, raise your savings rates, even if it's super low or if it's super slow. Most people think I need to save 10, 20, 30, 50% of the income to really grow my wealth fast. Here's the truth. Grow your savings over time, not overnight. Start with 1%. A lot of people do this, and I know even at my institution, we do this systematically. Every single year you get a raise. Year goes up 1% in your 401k up to a cap of 10%. That means if you could do this every quarter, every 6 months, maybe once a year, when you get a raise, take half of your raise, put it back into that savings rate or put it back into that investment account every single time. If every year you're getting a 4 to 5% raise, if you're putting 1 or 2 of those percent every single year, those small raises are going to stack up over a number of years. And before long, you're saving your 10%, 15, 20, even 25% without ever feeling any loss to your income because it is coinciding when you are getting raises. The wealth grows the fastest when you take the emotion and decisions out of it. You use math, you use momentum instead of having that emotional decision. And again, through dollar cost averaging, that's exactly how I do it. I have X amount of dollars that's going into my emergency fund, my savings account. From that savings account, a certain amount of money goes and gets transferred. Once I'm over my set balance within my M1 account, once I do hit that threshold of how much I want to keep within that account based on my emergency fund that I have, every single penny above the cap for my emergency fund does a smart transfer into my investment account every single Monday through dollar cost averaging. Now, tip number 3, invest a set dollar amount every single month. This again is dollar cost averaging, but I want you to think about it a little bit differently. This is wealth acceleration on autopilot. This means you pick a number, $50, 100, 200, 500, 1,000, whatever it is, and you're going to be investing on a regular basis into these broad market ETFs. I wanted in index funds, Roth IRAs, 401ks. Have to make sure you're putting in there during dips. Your money is going to buy more shares. When the market accelerates, your money is going to grow and compound faster when you're making regular contributions. The market rewards consistency with investors. That's the reason why timing the market versus time in the market will never win. Tip number 4, increase your income faster than your expenses. Growing wealth is easier when you can create a larger gap between your income and your expenses. So there's two ways to really do this. If you ask for a raise, use data, you can increase your skills, you can increase your income, you can build a side business, you can monetize something, sell some products, you could do something like this on YouTube. And again, if you haven't subscribed at this point, go ahead and subscribe. There's a lot of things you can do to generate a little bit of extra income. You can take the extra income, you can invest it, you could even eliminate some of that high interest debt. And again, what you're trying to do is build the gap between your income and your expenses. The wider you build that moat, the better you're going to be doing. Most people plateau because they don't cut any of those expenses. And if you're doing it, and if you're cutting it on both sides of the equation, if you're generating more income and you're cutting more of your liabilities or expenses, it is going to go even faster. Imagine if you could raise your income by 5, 10, 15, 20% because of the side hustle. One question like that could absolutely change your life. Now, tip number 5, live like you already have the wealth that you're building or you're generating. No, this is not about fake it till you make it. It's the acting like wealthy people act without spending the money that wealthy people spend. So the wealthy, when you look at them and systematically, they track their money. They avoid high interest debt in the entirety, living below their means, and based on and building the accumulation of assets, delay lifestyle creep, and focus on value, not the price tag that we see of an item. If you're going to buy a cheap item and you got to buy 10 of them over the next 10 years, or you can buy one at a more expensive price up front, that is going to last you 10 years. It's about building these habits early and accelerating your wealth as you get a little bit older and stop leaking money through lifestyle inflation. You can buy the $30,000 car, not the $50,000, not the $80,000, even the $100,000 car. Fast wealth creation and building wealth is through discipline, but discipline comes and builds financial freedom for the future. Tip number 7, building passive income early, keeping it super simple. When we talk about simple dividend and passive income, dividend ETFs, income funds, digital products, YouTube, content creation, affiliate marketing, even looking at rental properties, anything like that, you don't need 10 streams of income. And I really struggle this with a lot of people. They think passive income is completely passive. For a majority of people, including myself, that is not the case at all. You do not need 10 streams of income. You need one passive stream of income that you do incredibly well. Focusing on one specific will give you speed. Diversification within there will come at a later date. And yes, building passive income is very slow at first. If you got $5,000, you're not going to generate a lot of passive income. If you got $50,000 or even $500,000, over time, the greatest wealth accelerator you will ever build is the compounding interest that we see. And when it comes to our final tip, have a long-term plan, review it every 90 to 180 days. So every 3 to 6 months, reviewing your long-term plan. We want to look at investments, want to look at your savings rate, your income, your goals, adjust any of these systems that we put in place. It's going to be small tweaks kind of on a quarterly basis or semi-annual basis to prevent massive mistakes that could happen throughout the year. This is really going to keep alignment for your mission, building up that legacy and the life you want in the future. Fast wealth and the accumulation of wealth never happens by accident. It happens by design, by putting these systems in place. So these 7 strategies, guys, have absolutely changed my life. And I, in turn, have shared this information, and I've transformed literally thousands of people who have made decisions with their financial future through financial education. But here's the truth. You don't need a 6-figure salary. You don't need to be lucky. You don't even need to have great timing. You need a plan, you need discipline, and you need consistency, and the wealth will grow over an extended amount of time. So if you found it valuable, guys, drop a like on the video, subscribe, let me know which one to go deeper into, and I can check it out in the next video. And of course, stay disciplined, stay focused, keep building that legacy, and I'll catch you in the next video.